Hello, my name is Jackson and today we're going to talk about how to search an application in SAP Fiori library. Here we go. What is the SAP Fiori library? SAP makes available a central site to handle related information such as application features and settings. Basically, the SAP Fiori library is a base for all the functional and technical consultants to search the applications available for Fiori. And what is and what we'll find there? All the applications that are currently available for which version, key information for each application, including all technical information needed for installation and configuration, configuration information needed to integrate classic SAP GUI applications and WebGimper and SAP Fiori Launchpad. And it's important to mention that not all the transactions that we are familiar in the ECC, which was available in the classic SAP GUI, will be available at Fiori. So there is no really direct relationship for all the transactions, but there are some way to find applications to similar transactions that we used to have in ECC. Here we have the link for the SAP Fiori library where we can find all the applications. Let's see the website and how to search the applications. So here you can put a description of the application that you are searching, or also there is the possibility for some transactions that have the transaction related. It's not exactly like the transaction that we are used to use, but there is some transactions that are similar. For example, for ME21N, that's transaction to create the purchase order. We have some transactions, create purchase order centrally, manage purchase order, and others that it's advanced. Usually these advanced applications, it's almost the same that we had in the ECC, same visual, but it's application inside Fiori. If you click in the right side, you can see all the information. For example, for this transaction, we have the ID ME21N. That's why we found very easy. But not all the transactions has this ID related to a transaction that was used in the ECC version. For example, manage purchase order. It's an exclusive application that was created for Fiori. So here, first of all, you can find all the prerequisites information. For example, here we have the S4HANA versions that it's possible to implement this app. Require back-end product. So this one is only possible for S4HANA. Line of business, app launcher title, application type, database. What's the database necessary to implement this, and if this can be used in different devices like desktop, smartphone and tablet. Going below you can see the product features. Usually has a screenshot that you can see the layout of the transaction, the general layout with information, with filters you usually have in the standard as default. And you can see more information in these links if you want, and a brief explanation what's the purpose of this app. Moving forward, for the tab Implementation Information, you can find some important SAP notes related to this app that you can read previously in the implementation to understand all the impacts or side effects or any relevant information that you need to know. And also you have the front-end components and back-end components. That's a requisite to implement this app in your system. Moving forward, we can see more technical details about this application, like the SAP UI5 application and also the OData services. This is more technical information that the Fiori developer used to create a new application based in this application, for example. Also, it's necessary to activate these OData services in the front end to have this possibility to get all the data from the back end. So what is the OData services? OData services is a service that you use to get the data or update data in the back end. OData services are created on the back end and they must be published in the front end to consume and get the data from the back end and be used by these applications. Here we have the target mapping. This is also used in the SAP FIORI Launchpad Designer. For example, if you want to create an application similar to this application, to this standard application with other small difference, you can reuse the target mapping and all this data for the OData services, etc. to create this manually in the SAP FIORI Launchpad Designer. Finally, you have the technical catalog and business catalog that's used to give the users the access and the permission for these applications. And also you may have the role. Usually we have the role that is assigned, the standard role. And you can assign this role for the user or the catalog, and you can put these in the transaction PFCG and assign to the users. For example, for this other application, we have this application inside several standard roles. You can create other roles like you want with copy of this one and change like you need. Here you can see also related apps that it's similar or have some relationship with this current app that you are looking. And there is a tab that you can see all the related applications that are available in Fiori. There are more than 9,000 applications available nowadays, so this number is growing as SAP is adapting all the applications and creating new applications according to the user needs and according to the requirements that they have. If you click in the list view button, you can see all the apps in like a spreadsheet. You can reorganize the columns like you want, adding new columns and new filters. And also you can download these for the Excel file and try to find application by the transaction or any other search that you want to do. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you and see you next time.